Look over there, Dwight. Cool.
All right. Awesome.
Sweet.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
Onward. I'll take that.
That's not bad.
Got written questions. I'm gonna fucking serious.
No, pretty serious.
I'm getting old, so I can't remember.
I hear that one.
Okay, so I've been wanting to talk to you guys for a while now. You guys are going strong, and all of a sudden just kind of fell off the map, and been on hiatus for a while.
What, did we fall off the map? I don't know.
Well, I talked to you, and I tried to get you to do a show where I'm from. You said you wouldn't be back until like April, and that was like last April.
Okay. There's a secret
It's been-
reason.
yeah,
There's
so
a
what-
secret reason for that, but we can't really divulge it in public. But in the meantime, I did the
Well-
Death Dealer album, and he did a.
Right, you can tell me what you've been doing in the meantime.
Yeah, we had a lot going on. Sean had Death Dealer obviously going, and then I just did a release with the Hellscream album that I just put out with Norman Skinner, the vocalist from Imagica.
It's really good. You guys have.
Yeah,
He stole a lot of good Cage riffs. Damn him.
yeah,
Sure, damn him.
yeah. I'm pretty stoked with that. But it was some downtime for us, but it was a good time for us to actually regroup, and we were able
Put a
to
new
pick up
lineup together.
Some great players.
That was another thing. That was the big thing is putting the new lineup together with Dwight, Casey, and Sean.
Like,
Three.
what's that guy's name again?
Yeah, took him a minute. Oh.
Well, his nickname is the Sentinel, so I almost call him the Sentinel.
Nice.
Dwight Magic, Casey the Sentinel Trask, and Sean the Thrash Machine Elge. Everyone that comes in the band always gets a nickname.
It's like a comic book or something.
Awesome.
Very, very important.
A Cage comic book.
Yeah,
There you go.
it is.
You guys can go toe to toe with Kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love comics, so I would make it awesome. That's for sure.
You really do.
Well, at least you're back. You're still present. You know, you still got a presence. I understand. You know, musicians, it's a very volatile thing. I mean, as many bands, it's very rare to see any band have original members. You know, the whole line.
2 OGs right here.
I mean, now,
Yeah.
two, but like a whole band. You know, so I understand.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
very
happens.
rare.
You know,
Yeah.
but you know, as long as that core is still there, you know, and it still works. You guys have a new album in the works?
Yeah.
We do.
Really? And is there a release date, or are we just gonna?
Summer.
Summer?
We've been recording it, finishing up the writing, and a lot of. You want to hear some details about it? You want to hear?
Oh, absolutely.
It's pretty
Because every time I talk to you, you're like, yeah, we do this like nobody's touched this, and nobody's ever, you know, we're gonna do this, and they're never gonna be able to say another thing. You know?
Yeah.
And then the next album, you know, it's like, yeah, or nobody's gonna be able to touch.
Well,
this. I'm really excited to see where exactly this Cage goes.
This is I wrote a story, like a horror story. I was approached by 3 of the King Diamond members that were in I think the Them album.
Very cool.
And they were going to do an album, and they wanted me to sing, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't we do a horror story? And then that just fizzled apart, you know. And so I had this story that I wrote, and I go, man, this is so badass. This has got to be a Cage thing. So we did. That was even before Supremacy of Steel, and I kept tweaking on the story. And most of us are big King Diamond fans. Casey, you're King Diamond, right? Sean. And I pulled Dave into King Diamond, you know, grudgingly. And basically, you know, it's tough doing we did Hell Destroyer concept album, fantastic results. Real tough making, you know, putting this together and having the songs flow and making it right, having it being about this abstract story where is anyone's going to give a shit, like how are they going to sing a chorus about it's tough, you know, and I'm always nervous as it is, you know, is it good enough and stuff. So I gradually, it's about a 40,000 word story. We plan on releasing like a book packet with the album, and it takes place like in 1869 in London. It's real H.P. Lovecrafty, you know, with the old ones, and it's got some Egyptian flashback stuff. And I play a lot of video games, so there's a lot of detailed violence and action going on. And these guys have read it, and he's smiling, see? And so again, we're trying to do new stuff. So putting together a package. It has, you know, it's not a huge novel. It's just big enough to to have to do a little bit of a commitment to read, and then to put this music within. Then we got Mark Sasso doing the album cover art again, and he's going to illustrate some of the stuff as it goes along. And so it should be a pretty cool package. It's really coming in. There's some character
Is it a
acting.
producer yet?
Well, yeah. Stu Marshall, who's from the band Death Dealer, is going to help us mix it. We do a lot of the pre-production. He's got his own studio, and we wanted to get someone from the outside to maybe tweak it a little bit differently. And but we're doing a lot of the. When we hand it over to him, it's going to be very, very close to being finished.
Very cool. Looking forward to that. It seems like, I don't know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's like a pinnacle there for a minute with the darker than black there. People seem to gravitate towards that album a lot more.
Well, we're playing a lot of songs off that tonight, aren't we, guys?
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was one of our better albums. He doesn't think that, but I think it's one of our better ones. I always listen to
No,
that. Wow, this is awesome. And the production was awesome.
That's my go-to album.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Good.
an amazing. I just like the faster. I lean towards the faster stuff. I like Science of Annihilation is my favorite. But yeah, that was our biggest selling record, and we're playing a lot of songs off it with songs we've never played live before.
So musically, how does the new album that you guys, the new material you guys going to compare to your previous works? Like in the same vein? You mentioned King Diamond, so we're going to
I think it's got a
pitched, stuff in there, more dominant.
No,
Not really.
I did my King. There's going to be some King Diamond impersonation crap in there, but
I think it's a good blend, though. I
You
think
guys
it's
do the voices then.
I'm doing all kinds of fucking voices.
More melody, maybe heavier.
Yeah, it's a little bit darker.
I believe so. I think the feel for it, just because we're all trying to capture the essence of the whole
Darker
storyline.
than black.
Yeah.
We haven't revealed the album title yet, but we could want to tell them. It's dark. It's Ancient Evil.
Yeah.
Is the name of the album.
You're the first one
works
to-
for metal, man.
You're the first one who just got that information.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm privileged.
Wow.
So, yeah, and it's like, I'm always, like I said, paranoid on, like, is it good enough? But as they're being put together, I'm like, okay, this is actually pretty cool. So I'm getting a little more confident about the record. I'm always a worried about it. These guys are like, oh, it's great. I'm just like, oh.
You gotta have at least one person in the band that's gonna have that
But,
attitude that makes it good.
13 songs, and all telling the story, and it's going to be a challenge. But we all, then I listen to like all the other stuff that comes out, all the latest stuff in our genre, and I'm like, if everyone's going crazy over this, I think we're fine. So that's no
I'd like to see you guys
disrespect
do like a video or even a live, like a good, pro shot live.
Yeah, we're working. We have some ideas for that too. So
Very cool.
the new lineup is just fun though. We're the House of Blues tonight is packed, full of metalheads going nuts.
Now tell me the story behind tonight's performance of the Sunset Metal Meltdown 2. The vibe, or like the website says, is that metal's dying in LA. Is that
Wow.
you guys not being from LA?
Yeah.
So they had to bring a
They're pulling the San Diego band up here
Yeah,
to
really.
try and save some.
Well, it's
Growing in
packed.
San Diego.
Is it?
Metal's been growing in San Diego. Trying to bring what we do up here to Los Angeles.
Yeah, everywhere.
These guys play like Sean. This guy plays like 2 shows a week. He's in
Yeah, I know a
million-
few metal bands in San Diego. Definitely.
So
Always.
he-
Well, I guess they said with the Key Club closed and the Roxy's closed now.
Well, they're here tonight, man. It's got to
Yeah,
be
so
like
everybody's
500-600
here.
people down there.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
packed. It's awesome.
On a Tuesday night,
Yeah.
viewers at home. Tuesday night. We brought our big stage production. We brought our backdrops and our rubber demons.
Yeah, here you have like the mini maiden.
We call it the Mini Maidens production. And we've been having fun since the new guys came in. This is no bullshit. This is my favorite lineup that we've had. But when you're in a band, it's really about attitude, and these guys are like, just live for the glory of steel. I swear to God. It's just like, I have so much respect for these dudes and how much they're into it, and me and Dave are like super appreciative to have these guys in, and everyone's fantastic players. The live performance, I think, is better than it's ever been. He's fantastic to watch playing drums. Not only can he play the shit out of them, but he's just like doing stuff, and this guy is completely out of his mind, and he's just a natural. You just tell he just loves to play guitar and perform. And Dwight Magic is the one that's clinically insane. You always have the one crazy guy. That's Dwight Magic.
Very cool. Now, tell me about Death Dealer a little bit. Is this going to be something that you're going to be simultaneously doing with Cage? Or,
Yeah, we just like
how's that going to?
We just want to play out.
More important than the other, or?
Nah, I don't. I'm not into that. Like, if we get to go open for Kiss and Cage is important, if Death Dealer gets, I just want to play live, man. I just want to go out there and rock. It was I got offered to do. It was another avenue, and it's really, we've had a lot of good trickle down attention because people that didn't have any clue who Cage was, and also we're into the Death Dealer thing. Well, where's the singer from? So we got
That's true.
all kinds of attention from that. And Dave's new projects getting him a lot of attention, and I'm not this is Cage is I got 20 years invested in Cage, and Death Dealer is was a brand new shiny toy, but
That's the fast stuff you're doing.
What's that?
That's the fast music that you're doing.
That's the fast what?
Fast music that you like.
No, I think Death Dealer was more mid-tempo really.
Do you?
Than, oh yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was.
There was a lot of mid-tempo songs. I mean, you got a Science of Annihilation.
Yeah.
But and a lot of those songs that were on Death Dealer could have been Cage songs. So it's we're in an interview right now. Go around the other side, please. But yeah, we're like I said, we just want to play, and everything just helps each other, get more recognition and slowly keep climbing the ladder. The good thing is we're returning to Europe for the first time since 2009. We got a couple festivals that we're playing, and the thing that's exciting about that is like we're touring right in the middle of festival season. We're playing some mid-level ones, and we're trying to put club shows in between there where like every other band's out, and people told us it'd be impossible, but we got really good response. Like, yeah, we want you to play on a Tuesday night in Belgium. So we're stoked. There's a lot of enthusiasm.
Was it was Tuesday nights?
Yeah, I know something about Tuesday.
Hey, man, why not?
That's the new Friday.
Exactly.
So returning to Europe.
Very cool.
We got a lot of big plans. So we're gonna go back.
Yeah, I was
to
wondering if you
Mexico.
guys are going to head back to Europe and
July.
Are you going to be touring the States at all? I mean,
We're working on the East Coast.
East
run
Coast
again.
would be fun. Yeah.
We got a pretty good fan base in the Midwest and the East Coast. We'll probably try and tie the two together.
some decent bands coming out of San Diego these days.
Nobody as good as Cage, really.
No, there's no comparison there.
We've been around so long, man. I mean, I see these, we look back at the flyers where we were like the opening band and like 10 bands, and they're like amazing, and like they're all dead. We're still alive. I want to do a picture of like these tombstones of all these local San Diego bands, like over the years. And
There's been a lot of those.
yeah, and then like I think we're one of the oldest going bands in San Diego now, which really sucks to say, but I mean, we're fucking old.
right.
But the good thing about metal is you don't have to be young and pretty to do it good. And, I mean, that's why you surround yourself with young, good-looking guys, so I can be horrible and wrinkled and no one notices as much.
So I have to ask, a while back, before Queensryche tapped Delatory for vocals, you were spouting off a little bit on the website there. So did you entertain the thought? Maybe
I was
trying out?
calling for a new singer forever. I'm like, dude, get her, Jeff, dude. You don't even like metal, so what do you even care? And that's the thing, he doesn't even like metal, so that kind of irritates me as a defender of the faith myself.
It's kind of trying too hard, I think, now.
And Todd is cool, man. I know him. I'd call us friends. He was great in Crimson Glory, and he does. He's a great imitator. He sounded great in Crimson Glory. He's one of my favorite bands, and he sounds great in Queensryche. So,
Did you have an inclination to try and get in there?
I think
and
it was
try out?
already. There was no tryouts or anything. I think they just grabbed him. I mean, I'm sure I could pull it off pretty damn good. But congratulations to him. I'd like to help them write some songs though. I wasn't that impressed with the last of the album. Sorry, man. And I'm a Queensryche fan, man. I mean, I'm a huge Queensryche fan. So they need to just like turn up the BPMs about 20 or 30 beats a minute, and then I think everything will be all right.
Looking forward to the show tonight. Thanks, guys, for the interview.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the album as well.
CageHeavyMetal.com, CageHeavyMetal.com, Cage official page, Facebook.
See you later.
Free life.
And cut.
The end.